Alright, guys. Well, while I was browsing Twitter, the obvious things came up. Funny tweets from Elon Musk. Some cringy things, of course, it's Twitter. But then I saw this little article right here. It's actually pretty cool. According to Doug Bowser, the president of Nintendo of America, he says that Tears of the Kingdom will be worth its $70 price tag. But if we dig a little deeper into this, it's actually a little bit concerning when we actually start looking into this. Now, he starts by saying $70 first party games won't be the new standard for Nintendo going forward. After the decision was made to price Tears of the Kingdom at $70, a spokesperson added that the company will examine the retail price of its titles on a case-by-case basis. It goes on to say Nintendo follows Sony and Microsoft in the $70 first-party game space, as Sony began pricing PS5 games at $70 when its new console launched, and Microsoft says that the higher price for Redfall and Starfield reflects the content, scale, and technical complexity of these titles. The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom launches on May 12th for the Nintendo Switch, and pre-orders are now live. And the game could wind up costing you more than $70, as a $130 collector's edition and a new Link amiibo will launch alongside the game itself, and post-launch DLC is reportedly in development. Now, this is a bit concerning because while Nintendo isn't actively pricing all of their games at $70, they're going to start mulling it over. They're going to start considering it. There's also concern with all the rumors that are out about the Switch 2 coming. If that's true and whenever that happens, this might be the route that they go for. Now, this honestly it's concerning because everyone's obviously cash strapped right now because, the recession that we're in and all the things going on overseas and, famines. There's a lot of crazy crap going on in the world. The last thing we need is $70 Nintendo games. Obviously, the Nintendo president, Doug Bowser, says that Tears of the Kingdom is going to be worth $70, and I'm inclined to believe him. I mean, based on what I've seen from the gameplay trailers, it does look like they do add quite a bit of new mechanics, and the whole Sky Island thing adds a whole new dimension to this game. Even though it looks visually similar, there's clearly a lot that was done underneath, and with the weapon upgrade mechanics and the build-it-yourself cart mayhem that I'm going to have so much fun with, are we going to start seeing more Nintendo games that don't have Zelda or Link in them, or Mario? Are we going to start seeing more games like that priced at $70? That's a concerning prospect, in my opinion, because not all Nintendo games are worth $70. I mean, they're barely, some of them are barely worth even $60. Case in point, Switch Sports. It came with basically nothing. It came with 6 sports and these weird not me's that everyone hates. Lest I mention Mario Strikers Battle League. I mean, that's the poster child for lack of content in the 2023 Nintendo era. I mean, it's wild. I mean, Nintendo's not going to just start doing this. It's the fact that they're doing this on a case-by-case basis. That's what concerns me here. And this is how it starts. This is honestly how it starts, You start by having one game start at $70. I mean, we saw this in the past with like GameCube games. They were they were only like $40 or $50 back then. I don't remember too well because obviously I wasn't at the purchasing age of that time. All my games came from my parents who got them for me for my birthday or Christmas or whatever, So, but I do remember the games were relatively cheap and the consoles were even cheaper. I remember the GameCube being like $100. It was super cheap. And you could probably still find GameCubes for like around $100, which is pretty darn good, It's the fact that it's just the slow, gradual progression. One game starts at $70, then the next one, and then they just slowly start implementing these price increases day by day, week by week, month by month, year by year. You get the point. It's a slow drip. It's death by 1,000 cuts kind of thing. And it's very, very concerning. Now, don't take this as me dissing Tears of the Kingdom $70 price tag. It is concerning. As I've said before, I do believe it is worth the price tag. It's the fact that Nintendo is starting to mull this over and consider releasing more titles that are $70. You'll have your $60 normal games. Then you'll have your discounted games like Metroid Prime Remastered, which still is an incredible deal. Please go buy that game and show it some love. It's doing so well. The fact that it was well made, well ported, it runs like a dream. I know this is kind of turned into me gushing over Metroid Prime Remastered, but what can I say? I love the original game, and I love the remaster. The remaster just is a work of love. Not to say that Tears of the Kingdom is going to be a work of love, or any future Nintendo titles. What I am trying to say is that, so you'll have your $60 Switch games, right? And then you have Tears of the Kingdom at $70. And then you have your budget discount games, obviously. But what if they start implementing on the Switch 2? Say they announce a new Mario game tomorrow. Today is Tuesday at time of recording, so Mario movie comes out tomorrow. What if Nintendo announces a new Mario game? And then they announce alongside this new Mario game is going to be a new console. And then they announce that's going to be $70. I don't deny that it will be worth $70 because arguably even something like Super Mario Odyssey was worth $70, yet it was $60. But what if that's their new normal? What if they start by experimenting during the end of the Switch era, and then in the future, when the Switch 2 or the Switch Ultra or Pro or whatever it is going to be comes out, what if they start charging $70 and that's their new baseline? That's what I'm trying to get at here, is the concerning ramifications of this new pricing model. $70 is not a one-off instance, and if you're going to do it by a case-by-case basis, then you know that they're playing with that idea more, that they want to experiment with charging consumers more for these products. Now, hopefully, I actually do believe that Nintendo will be smart about this and not just start throwing $70 price tag stickers on everything. It starts with Tears of the Kingdom, which is a $70 game, I will admit, and then probably chances are the next Mario game is going to be $70, lest it be a 2D platformer, which I don't know, unless they can really jam in a ton of content. I don't know if that would be worth $70, but we'll wait and see. We'll wait and see. And then, like, say they release a new Kirby game, like a new open world Kirby game, or this rumored DK game that may or may not happen. That could be worth $70. The Kirby game could be worth $70. And then it just piles on. Maybe a new Yoshi game comes out and it's packed full of content and it's worth $70. And then Nintendo just opens the floodgates. Everything is now $70. That's the concern here. Slow drips until the dam breaks. A dam doesn't break just immediately unless you blast it by force. It usually starts with a little crack with just little drips popping out. And then that crack grows and grows and grows until suddenly the whole dam ruptures and you just have a flood and nothing is the same afterwards. That is the concern I have for this. That is the concern for the Tears of the Kingdom $70 price tag. I'm hoping that Nintendo is listening to the feedback. I will admit, not a lot of fans, including myself, obviously, are not happy with this price hike. But it is what it is, you know. Ultimately, I'm just hoping that Nintendo listens to their fans, which, I mean, I know they're notorious not to listen to their fans, but maybe they will this time. Maybe they will, but I doubt it. That is my concern with this whole matter, but I want to know what you guys think of all of this new price structure that they're tinkering with. Let me know in the comments down below. Hit like, subscribe, and hit that little ding-dong button. It makes a cute little ding-dong sound when you hit it. I actually think that's not true, but, you know, maybe it will. Maybe I'll add a little ding-dong sound. Anyway, I will see you guys in the next one, which is going to be the Mario movie. Goodbye.